It looked like it was a bit of an emotional time there for you.
Yeah, I mean, 2 years is a long time to be out and trying to come back, and like I said, it was just such a roller coaster ride. And, some good days, a lot of bad days. So you know, to be rewarded like that from the writers and from the people on the outside looking in, just to see, you know, maybe they saw some of the struggles I had to go to. So you know, it just feels good to know that I'm back and able to win this award, knowing that I make a contribution on the ice again, so that's the main goal.
These awards usually for things you do on the ice, and this is for the one you do off. Is it a little bit more to you for that because it's, I mean, it's, I don't know what you compare it to for a heart, but really, how important is it for you for what you've done?
You know what? I think that getting back and playing was the most important thing, and I think this is icing on the cake. I think that just being rewarded for all the hard work I put into it, but you know, like I said, it's something I wanted to do. I needed to do. You know, I'm an NHL hockey player, and I wanted to continue to do that. So putting in the hard work to get back wasn't that difficult.
Will this find a prominent spot in your home?
I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. I'm gonna start thinking about it right now.
Thanks.
No problem.
Steve, what was the closest point you ever had to thinking about giving up in your comeback?
There wasn't really a point where I wanted to give up. I know there was always some good days. So you know, there was and they were good days. So I always thought that, you know, if I can string those along, you know, and just keep getting some positive feedback from the back after those good days, that I could come back. So never really did I think it was over.
At what point, right before you came back, did you know that you were actually fixing to be on the ice again?
You know what, I think that we kind of really tested it and made sure that we weren't putting myself in a position to fail. So going back on the ice for the first game, you know, I knew that I was ready. I knew that I could take a hit. I knew that, you know, we had tested it in every which way possible, except for obviously another guy crushing me on the other team. But we had tested as much as we could from practices, so it was time to go.
All the people in Nashville are on Twitter and talking it up and are real excited.
Well, that's great. I think I thanked them on stage, but I mean, for me coming back and the ovation they gave me back in my first game was one of the moments that I'll never forget. It was a very emotional time for me, and you know, for them to thank me with a standing ovation for coming back was really neat, and I really appreciate it.
You started your speech tonight by thanking your wife and kids, and obviously you needed them for this.
Yeah, I think you need that. I think you need some kind of support system, and I think I think being away from the game, I think I was able to throw myself into a lot more into my kids' activities and keep my mind off of trying to get back to the NHL. And I think by doing that, you know, it was an easier road. It wasn't as stressful, and it wasn't as heartbreaking not being at the rink every single day. So being around my wife and kids was definitely a big plus for me. And once I started getting back to feeling a little bit better and going back to the rink a little bit more slowly, it was just a perfect fit.
We talked during those 2 years, and you know, some days I thought you were putting on more of a brave face for me than other days. And how did you just sort of stick with it? Was there anything in particular?
No, I just can't see myself doing anything else. I know, and I know someday it's going to end, but I just really didn't think this was the time. I just didn't think I was ready for it. I thought that I had more to give, and I think that you know, I was playing my best hockey when I got hurt. I think the new rules in the NHL was fit me. You know, were practically built for players like myself. So I thought that, and I still think I still have, you know, quite a few years to give. So that's what kept me going.
Awesome. Congrats, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.